Hey, everybody, thanks so much for listening to the Dumb Dad Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I'm a dumb dad.
And my name is Evan, and I'm also a dumb dad. And on today's episode, Kevin's going to tell us what it really means to under-promise and over-quesadilla.
And on this episode, we found out that Evan's not quite in tune with his kid's schedule.
Hey-o! Cheers.
That was a very aggressive cheers.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it me?
Yeah. No, it was exclusively you.
It was it. You set it out there and I smashed it?
That's how you said it.
Here's what I want you
It
to
was
do.
the
I want
eye
you to
contact.
Carry a tape recorder
Carry tape recorder.
around for a day and record. And I'd be surprised at some of your phrasing. How are you, pal?
Oh, living. I'm alive.
Living, alive.
Legally here.
Yeah. Do you know who Maddie Matheson is?
I think so.
He was on The Bear, but he's like a chef. He's got tattoos all over his body. He's a big dude.
Yes, I do know who he is.
Super fun personality.
Yeah.
It's like had my coffee this morning, and I go to YouTube and I just click on like making stuff with Maddie Matheson. It's kind of like his YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know. I don't even really watch it. It was just there. And I was like, sure, that's enough time to enjoy a cup of coffee and watch this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he made like crispy beef with a, rice or something like that. But at the end, he's just such a free-willing, I don't know. He's just so interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And at one point, he was just like, looked at the camera and he goes, "Man, listen, I'm just happy I'm breathing air, and I don't have trouble breathing air. So if you want more than that, then too bad. That's enough. Shut up. That's enough." It's his way of being like grateful for the basic thing. And I was like, that's such a wild way to put that, but also, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's an aggressive hot take by someone who's well off. But other than that,
yeah. But he was kind of talking about how where he grew up. He was like,
sure,
he didn't grow up around a lot of money or anything to do, really.
Right.
So he was talking about like sneaking into strip clubs in high school, and his friends that had walk around money because they worked at the bingo hall would sneak beers in. He's like, that was my youth. So be happy. We should just be happy we're alive. That's enough. It's like, yeah, that comes from a place.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Happy to be alive and happy social media didn't exist when we were teenagers.
100%. Yeah.
We were all idiots.
All idiots. And what's funny is
and they're idiots now, but they're recording it.
Did you have did you guys have a video camera when you grew up or anything like that? Were you allowed to use it and stuff?
I don't know. We did.
Yeah, I know.
There's a phenomenal, I think my parents erased it and they regret it. Big mistake on their part. So my brother and I would film movies. Usually we'd rip off Jim Carrey or something.
And you have to film it linear. So you can't you're filming it cut.
Cut exactly.
Go back, cut exactly and start exactly.
Start exactly
There's
where
no editing
tape
software.
To record over the tape. Yeah. And it was very funny because we did the silliest things. We would do an action movie and we would go up on the we were doing stuff. We were using a camcorder that I don't think we were allowed to use. And then on top of that, we were doing things with the camcorder we definitely wouldn't be allowed to do, which was we would go on the roof of my house, 2 stories with an attic. Yeah. And we'd be up there and pretend to have a fight scene. And then somebody gets thrown off. And the funniest thing, and we decided to keep it in. So my brother had this puppet that's 4 feet tall, probably.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that you drape it over your legs, hold it, and one little metal stick controls the arm. We dressed in the clothing that he had of the character that we just threw off the.
Yeah, you throw it off the roof.
Throw it off the roof.
Yeah.
So then we do a shot. And it's and then cut, and then it's a shot of the tree, and we just threw the thing into the tree. It hits the tree, and the pants just fall down to reveal these hairy butt and legs. That we just thought was so funny that we're I'll leave it in.
Yeah.
But then what we did was we broke this glass bowl that they had doing a fight scene.
Yeah.
On camera. Just roughhousing for this fight scene. We bump into this shelf, and the shelf just pops off the little hooks and just goes perfect sound. It came in so clearly on that video camera. And the last thing you hear before we cut is my oldest brother, who wasn't partaking at all.
Yeah.
You hear the door opening, him running up the stairs going, "Oh crap!" Like, what was that? And what we did was we cleaned up all the glass and threw it away. And then, like, because it was 3 glass bowls on a shelf. And then just kind of evened out the glass bowls. And we never told them. But we didn't have to because we left the footage in the camera and they just found it.
Yeah.
And they watched it.
Oh, man. Dumb kid moment.
Dumb kid moment.
That is fantastic.
And it was phenomenal. So I don't know if you were supposed to use it. I don't think we were, but we were. Stupid.
God, you're not wrong. Like I entered, my high school had the first like sort of film production studio in the area where they had like sort of television cameras in our film production class. That was like the first class, like first high school to have that kind of a class.
You talked about this, how you guys had like a class. And
and it was like they would do the morning announcements and
we
taught us how to do the editing, turning VHS into digital. And like, so I was right in the era of like, not social media, but starting to like film stuff that we thought was funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many dumb things we turned in. It was like we would get a good grade because we were like studying like the headspace and a frame, like the takes and everything, but also we went so much further. It was like you need to turn in like a 30-second thing. Ours was like 5 minutes, because we were just like, this is the best thing ever. What do you mean 30 seconds?
Yeah.
We basically make a movie. It was VHS cameras, and we had to go into like the production room and like rent them out. You could, if you were in the class, you could go in and rent them out. You just like write your name down, if you needed to go film during school hours or whatever. And my buddy and I go down to the football field to film. And we were like, I don't even remember what we were doing. We were doing like random shots of stuff, and I was like, hey, this would be cool. I'm gonna pick up the football, you go down there and film me throwing it like it's like a rehearsal thing,
I see what's happening.
and I'll throw it, and right before it gets to you, just cut so it'll like look like it's coming at the lens. And he's like, okay. And I go like 20 yards from him, because it was like we really want to see this ball like floating. I'm like, you good? He says, hold on. I hear him say, yeah. So I just rip a spiral to him. This is the best throw I've ever made. Like, I hit the lens of this thing while he's got his eye up against the thing looking through it. But it leaves the frame, so he doesn't necessarily see it. But I mean, I hit it directly with the football, and the camera was totally fine. But it didn't look like it because he flew backwards. The tape shot out of the camera. Like the VHS tape exploded out of the camera, and he's like laying on his back. And I was like, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
Not only was the camera fine, we looked it over, tested it, it filmed. There was nothing broken on it, nothing. We put the film back in it, and like it recorded no problem. But man, we used that clip.
But he's dead. He died.
And it definitely did the thing like where it's like it's going, and then it has like the white snow, like shh.
Yeah.
Like it did that. It's exactly what it did.
That's great.
So it was like, it was an intentional cut.
Hell yeah, it was.
And it went back into the next thing. It was like, woohoo! That was lucky.
And nobody.
So it's right on the cusp, But I also was in high school with a cell phone. But the cell phone, the cell phone was just a little Nokia.
That's not a thing.
Brick thing. So it wasn't. There was no camera, shooting, social, nothing. It was like
trash.
We were close. I'm just right in that pocket of like no internet, and then internet in high school, but no social media.
Right.
Like that little pocket, which very lucky we escaped that.
Very lucky we escaped that.
Yeah, yeah.
But in other news, I had back to school night.
Back to school night tonight?
Tonight.
Okay.
No, you guys had it done a week or so ago.
We do. At least a week ago.
Yeah.
It's so funny, like we were saying before we recorded it, we're in the same school district, and yet our two schools, which are like a mile from each other, do things on a radically different schedule sometimes.
Yeah. But it is, hey, whatever. It works.
Yeah.
I witnessed the teacher. I witnessed 2 funny moments tonight. One was the teacher, my son's teacher, put his foot in his mouth, and it was great. It was a great moment. He was like using examples, and he was like, he said, so when you come and pick up, please be patient. If you need to talk to me about something, wait until I release the kids. And also, sorry, but please introduce yourself. Please say, hi, I'm so-and-so's. I'm so-and-so's. Mom. And he points to one of the moms there.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm so-and-so's. Please say, I'm so-and-so's dad. And he points to me. And then he goes, well, I mean, I know who you are. Obviously, you're like the only dad who comes to these things. And looks over, there's another dad sitting there. And he goes, well, so please just like,
Yeah.
he didn't
Stop talking.
He didn't finish the sentence and just moved on. And I was like, this is great. It was great. He was trying to give me like, I guess a little compliment. Not really.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. The only dad who comes to them.
Of course, there's another
Stop
one.
talking.
Of course, there's another one.
And then the other thing that happened that I thought you'd really appreciate was, and I think we talked about this last week, my daughter's teacher went to the show.
To our live show.
Live show in LA. And I saw her and she was giving her, her speech to all the parents and stuff. And she said something off the cuff that I would love to know. Did she say it because she saw me and thought of it? Was she always saying it? But did I have anything to do with it regardless? Because, they give 2 presentations. They give like one at this half hour, one at this, so that you can go to another kid's.
Yeah, you got 2 kids.
You got 3. Sorry.
You're floating.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can't go to all 3. Sorry.
Is there a Zoom link?
Yeah. But she was saying stuff about how when I'm sending messages, it will be, please know that it will be different than the messages that the school gives. My messages are specific to the classroom. And I saw her like catch my eye real quick. And then she went, because I know you get a message from the principal and then from the district and then from the superintendent. I was like, and then like
ripping off one of our jokes.
And then like another teacher who's also a mom in that classroom started laughing. And I was like, I wonder. I'll never know. But I was like,
you're like, nah, that's my joke.
Is it my joke? Because if anybody's going to know that more than anybody, it's a teacher that they're like, oh my God, they call relentlessly. You're getting a call from everybody. The principal, the vice principal, the district. Yeah. And I was just like, that is, because for those who don't know, who went to our show, there's a joke that Evan makes about how he ignores a call during his press conference where he ignores a call from the teacher or from the principal, but don't worry, he'll get an email and he'll get a text message and it'll be in the app. And then I get a call later in the show from the superintendent and I just ignore it as well. But I'm like, let's listen to it. And it's another joke. But it was very funny that like the teacher shouted that out and I was like, nice. I don't know. I'm not going to take credit for it. But it's one of those moments I was like, did you just think of that because of me?
Do you feel like, so your daughter's teacher goes to the show, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Anybody that goes to see our live show.
Sorry.
So sorry. We tried really hard. I'll tell you that. But you can see why we're C students. But
you watched that show and went, I know what their book reports look like.
In truth, it's 2 things. And here's what I'm going to say. I believe in our content and I believe in our live show 100%. I believe our live show can go to bigger venues and places. We just need to figure out how to get it to those people and figure out how to make it available to those people. Uh-huh. I truly believe that. I also don't want to know that you came or that you saw it or anything about that.
Oh, sure.
I just want to offer it to people. I love that so much. I don't need the attention. I consider things like that because like when you go to a concert or something like that, they're like offering that to you, right? They work so hard on that and I know you go pay to see it, but like they're offering themselves to you in a way. And I always think like, I'm so appreciative of that, to give yourself that, open yourself up that much to do something like that.
Sure.
And like, that's how I think about our content and like a live show. I think like, I'm going to give everything I can so that the people that came to watch us and probably got a babysitter and paid money for their tickets and everything, like I'm going to do everything I can to make sure their night was like amazing. But then if it's like, if you talk to me about it, it's like, oh, I don't really want to know. I'm too afraid of like what you're going to say. I don't want to overthink what you're saying about it. It was fun. Like, yeah, but did you not like some stuff? Like, I don't like any of that. So like 2 days after, whatever, I'm in the drop-off line and parents are like, hey, I heard your show was good. I couldn't make it. My husband went, but I couldn't go, And I was like, what's the first thing out of my mouth? Overrated. Overrated. That's what I said. Because it was like, I'm playing defense like immediately.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what that is. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what that is. We're both people pleasers. I want you to be pleased, but also don't tell me. I don't. It's weird, right? Like, because again, like I don't necessarily need to feel like we go and then like stand there and listen to the full applause or like the applause or whatever. Like I just want to be like, thank you for coming, thank you so much, and like that's enough. and certainly not like we all want to sit around and talk about it. Like we know what we did and with the little errors we made and how we can make it better. But I don't know. I'm very appreciative of what people say, but it's like that's not what I'm signed up for, and so it feels awkward all the time.
Yeah. I think one thing you said that was wrong.
What?
Absolutely, you want the attention. I mean, there's something broken in both of us. Otherwise, just do it to the wall.
I mean, okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I like hearing people laugh.
Yeah.
And I know you do as well. And
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, I have.
I'm not putting just you in this category. Man.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something broken in this old big fella as well.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Something went wrong in the younger years that wasn't filmed because we didn't have that back then.
These vessels are sinking slowly, but if we can catch a laugh on the way down, we'll do it. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
I love laughter and fun and everything because the world can be a pretty dark place most of the time. And so I've chased that since youth.
Yeah,
like hearing people laugh. And if I can help make that happen, I want to do that.
Sure.
Anyway, all that to say, thanks for coming to our show. If you came to
Thanks for coming to our show. You guys can walk up to me. If you were going to walk up to Evan, come up to me. Because he's going to be like, it was bad. And you'll be like, why do you sound like Eeyore?
I'm sorry.
Like, I didn't like the show.
No, I don't know. It's just like I get immediately like tense up, I guess is what I should say. I don't like dismiss anything, like don't talk about it or anything, but I just immediately tense up like, I'd rather that just be what happened the other night and we'd talk about it right now.
I see what you're saying. I think I'll say what I think you're trying to say a little clearer. I like talking to the people after the show, and I think you do too. And
100%. I'd rather connect with the people about their lives and their.
You can connect with them about the show. It's just then but it's also as fun to go out after the show, even if it's with those same people. Yeah. And then let's all just hang.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. That's my favorite thing.
Sure.
Getting to know some of the people. That was my favorite thing. Was we do the show and it was like we end on a high because it was like, oh, we nailed it. That was really fun to do. And then you're like meeting all these people. That's great. I loved that part. That's like my favorite part.
If we're in the theater, I don't want to hear about your family. It's still my space.
You liar.
So I said when we get to somewhere else. When we're there,
you can hand me,
shower
send me,
me,
speak my flowers to me. And then if we happen to see you at the TGI Fridays after.
It's so funny that story you told about this because my husband. No. We can talk about that in an email. Right now, what'd you think of 80s Dad?
More jokes, less jokes? Did you resonate with him? Is it your dad?
Wasn't my favorite. 90-degree turn. Hi, I'm Kevin. Thanks for coming to the show. That's how it works. That's how it works with me, baby.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can we jump into the dumb dad moments?
Okay.
We have a user submission, so I want to read that. And I have like a quick one. And this happened yesterday. And it's just like, okay, my dumb dad moment is brought to you by...
Sorry, your sleeve is bothering me. Should we start over? For the YouTubers, he had the, you
haven't heard a word I've said.
The sleeves have that like hem. Evan had like a third of it curled up. Awful.
It's a cuff. The cuff was flipped.
You still call it a cuff when it's a short sleeve? That's dumb.
I don't make the rules, my guy.
So like
cuff.
Maybe you get handcuffed, but like nobody's gonna be handcuffs on your biceps.
So my dumb dad moment is brought to you by One Track Mind, the only way to fly.
So
my kids are
sleeve.
Speaking of which,
you should iron that when you get home.
My kids are back into like the play circuit in school, after school program. Thursdays and Fridays they're there until 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Rehearsing, having fun. Like today was day one, but because of that, they have to like it's sort of school affiliated because it's the school's music teacher that runs it, but it's her own company.
Uh-huh.
And so our kids have been going to our friend Katie, who helps teach people how to audition for things, like coach them in their auditions. And she's just offered to do that the last couple of times. It was like, yeah, this is fun. They go and like learn their lines and like their audition songs and then go over with her and work. And it's just like, yeah, do it with a third party person, that kind of thing. Yeah. And Katie's amazing. And so yesterday it was like they were going to go over there for the last time before their program starts. And so I like got them at school and was like, right after school, I was taking them to our friend's house.
Yeah.
So I get them after school and I drive them to her house, and I realize
They're not in the car.
I didn't bring their scripts.
Oh, okay. That one's better.
My wife was working from home yesterday, and she's like, don't forget to bring the scripts. She said that sentence to me.
So is this kind of her fault? Because if she wasn't working from home, she wouldn't need to say that.
No, because I was like, that's right. I'm going from school to her house. She's like, yeah. So bring the scripts with you when you go get them. I was like, great. Should I stay there or should I leave? And she's like, I mean, I'm sure it's fine if you stay there, if you stay out of the way, or you just so they're not distracted by me sitting right there or something. And I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll bring like my laptop or something, and I'll go. They live really close to the mall. So I was like, I'll go get a coffee and then just like sit right for a little bit, before I go back and get there. So that's my one track mind focus was bring the kids scripts. Got it. I will do that. Mm-hmm. Might want to bring your laptop so you can get some work done while they're there. Great. Bring my laptop. Got it. So I went into the bedroom and I got my laptop and I put it in my backpack and I zipped it shut and I came back out and I was like, all right, I'm going to go get the kids. And I left. Because it's like, I can't do two things at once.
No. But you
so now I'm texting our friend. I'm like, hey, I'm a dumb dad. It's on brand. I forgot the kids scripts. Can you please, do you have it or something? Can you bring it up on a device or print it out? And of course she like printed it out for us and everything. Because she's amazing. But I was like, stupid moron. Like,
I think you're singing her praises for printing a song. It's your fault.
My fault.
You fool.
Yeah. Because I'm just like, it's like, give me one thing to do. I can do that. And then I'll come back. What next, boss?
Let me fill this whole backpack with just a laptop.
Yeah. What next, boss? Dig a hole? Dug the hole. Fill the hole. Got it. Okay.
Shovel. I have a shovel.
I have a shovel. I should dig another hole.
That's amazing.
It's stuff like that I'm like, sometimes you feel like you nail a day and you're like, man, I got a lot of stuff done today. I was doing two things at once. I did laundry and then I did this and I wrote a sketch and I filmed it and then I went and put the laundry in the dryer. And then it was like, man, I got a little bit of time before I go pick up the kids. I'm going to do this thing, email this person. Then I go, like sometimes you're just dialed in.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was like, it's like, I couldn't find my ass with both hands kind of day.
There's no shame. I'm learning. I'm not teaching. I'm learning. There's no shame.
This is not a teaching
account. Well, because I have a to-do list.
Uh-huh.
It's right over there. And I've learned that there's no shame in making it as detailed as possible.
Sure.
Like, dumb. Make it so detailed that it's like, okay, but like,
like if you go number 2, wipe. Otherwise you'll be itchy all day.
Yeah. Because then you're sitting there with a book and you're like, oh no, I need to wash my hands. Everything's contaminated. No, I've learned to put things on a to-do list of stuff like that. Of like, bring this to this. And I still fail. I'm not going to pretend. I said I'm learning. I had a buddy who, it was his birthday. I got one of my buddies I play, Tyler, I have a game night with him on Mondays. Uh-huh. And his birthday was on a Monday. The gift that I ordered was coming a day late. Totally my fault. And I'm not going to pretend. I was like, oh, it got delayed. No, you thought of it too late. But it came the next day, which is, I would say, worse. Because like if it came like 4 days later, then it's like, ooh, I'm going to see him on Monday. That's in like 3 days.
Sure.
Kind of fresh.
Yeah.
I get this the next day. I'm like, I'm not seeing him, I think, for another year. Probably another year until I see him again. Yeah. It's Monday, but that's might as well be a year. Mm-hmm. And then he came to my house because it was my turn to host for the game night. And then he left, and the next morning my wife's like, it was here.
I know, but I was really excited about playing the game.
He came to it. Anyway, I've done that. It happens.
I was like, I did the same. Did we talk about that last week? I went to Will's house to get Yeah. I had the stuff in the car. Yeah, I drove to his house and then drove away with it.
You're dumb.
Because I was like, fantasy football starting.
You forget you having something in the car and bringing it to someone's house and not taking it out of your car. That a checklist can't help. That's a broken.
The checklist is at home.
That's a broken person. A broken individual. Yeah. My dumb dad moment is brought to you by not looking before I leap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, was it also yesterday? It was also yesterday. So yesterday was a day. It was just one of those days where it was just like, it was non-stop.
Yeah.
From like get up to go, just don't stop. But it was a good rhythm, and it went smoothly. And I had to go to Costco because I ordered the pizzas for the PTA meeting. For the PTA back to school night. You have to order them a day in advance. Fun fact, if you just joined the PTA and you're the pizza guy, you're welcome. That one's free.
People are like, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we know. Did you go on the day once? No, I didn't. Someone else told me. But nice try. That would have been embarrassing. That would have been...
And now it's on my list.
That would have been a top 10 for sure. But I went there and I was like, well, I'll grab a couple things that I need to get. And I was like, I'll just grab dinner for tonight. Because by the time I get home, just everything. And then the kids have like, this class and that class and whatever. So I grabbed one of those taco kits they get at Costco. They're great. Chicken's all pre-cooked and stuff.
Yeah.
And by the time we get home and everything, I was like, I'm not in the mood for it's just been a busy day. I'm not in the mood to make them a plate of this where they're like, the chicken's a little spicy. And I know it's not too spicy for them.
Because it has black pepper on it?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this for me, my wife, and my father-in-law. And I was like, what do you guys want for dinner? He goes, it has to be within reason. But I'm just making easy dinners tonight. So just tell me what you want. My daughter's like, ramen. And I was like, got it. Easy. Start boiling some water. I was like, what do you want, buddy? And he's like, what are my options? Love that about him. Like a diner.
Yeah.
What can I get you, sweetheart?
What's the special?
What's the specials? And I was like, all right, here's the specials. I was like, specials are chicken nuggets, fish sticks.
Ramen is already getting made.
I was like,
highly recommended on the ramen.
I was like, I got corn dog. Yeah, he won't touch the ramen. Again, I just want them to eat. It's just been a day. They haven't really been snacking because they've been running around so much. So I'm like, you're going to eat. So I was like, chicken nuggets, fish sticks. I was like, I could do mac and cheese, but I don't want it because, as we've discussed, all of it's just going to go in the back of the fridge. I'm not going to make a whole box for him. But the two of them together, maybe. But I was like, you want hot dogs? You want corn dogs? I was like, I can make a quesadilla. And he was like, oh, fish sticks. Fish sticks sound great. I was like, fish sticks coming right up, man. Now I'm like sous videing the chicken just to heat it up for our tacos. Then I'm boiling the water. Then I go I take out the air fryer. I look in the freezer. There's no fish sticks. I go over. I go, buddy, there's no fish sticks. I am so sorry. And he goes, okay. And I was like, can I make you nuggets? How about nuggets? Nuggets sound good. And he was like, nuggets are fine.
It's the fish of the land.
He's that customer who's like, okay, I came here for the fish, but I guess we're doing this. I wouldn't have come here. I would have gone to the other place that does chicken better.
It was on the menu.
I was like, great.
It's literally on the menu.
I go to the freezer, open it. We don't have nuggets.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh, this is
Disappointment City.
Just not my day. And I went over to him and I said, hey, buddy, I'm beyond sorry. It's going to be, do you want corn dogs? And he's like, I don't want corn dogs. And I was like, great. It's going to be a quesadilla. It's where I'll make you the best quesadilla. And here's the thing. I made him a fire quesadilla. I took my time with it because everything else was cooking. I was like, I'm going to go slow with this. Got a perfect little brown crust on it. Take it out. Let it cool. Don't want to burn them. Cut them up. Put them on his plate. Give him their sides. Plated everybody's food. Put it down. He goes, where's my fish sticks?
Oh, that's a gold response.
I was like,
were you not?
Just eat the damn quesadilla.
You were looking at me when we had the conversation.
You were reacting, right? Did I hit my head? Have I just gotten up? I turn around and see if there's a pool of blood on the floor. Have I been unconscious? Because I feel like I talked to you. That's a perfect response.
Where's my fish sticks?
Where's the fish sticks? What happened here? What went wrong? I ordered fish sticks.
These are flat tortilla cheesy looking fish sticks. What's the problem here?
What's coming out of the stick and why is it flat? Fish doesn't look like that. Great kid. But it's my fault. I was like, you can have anything you want. I didn't have anything you wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything.
What are my options? Here's these options. These aren't even your options.
Yeah. We have anything, buddy, within reason. Well, can you name something that we reasonably have?
Water. We have ice cubes. Let's, that feels terrible. Let's feel better.
Yeah.
Let's read a user submission.
Guys, if you want to write in your user submission, you can email us, dumbdadpod@gmail.com, or you can DM us at the dumbdads on Instagram. Evan, what do you got for us?
Kevin, I got a special one. I haven't read it yet, but it's special because it comes from Norway.
Do we have to pay extra to receive such
I don't know
postage?
if the postage is, I think the sender because, like if you mail something, you pay. So they must have had to pay a little bit more to email this from Norway.
Okay.
This is from Daniel.
Hi, Dan. Yo.
Hi, Kevin and Evan. Daniel writes, I'm a dumb dad writing to you from Norway. I've been an avid listener for 2 years now, and yours is by far my favorite podcast.
Yes.
They don't have a lot of
Thank you.
internet access over there in Norway.
I don't care.
Actually,
if they
the
do.
only podcast I listen to. It's always with me when I'm running errands or picking up the kids. Your stories are so relatable, and I look forward to every new episode.
Oh, Daniel, thank you very much.
Yeah, I can tell you something. Daniel probably has. There's no shortage of fish sticks out there in Norway.
Oh, okay. We're just piling on Daniel here, aren't we?
No, that's on you. He could send you some fish sticks. I'm sure they have plenty in Norway.
Daniel, you can find our mailbox.
Our P.O. box.
P.O. box is like in the
on
bio.
Satakoy. Van Nuys.
I get the most expensive fish sticks my kids have ever
Dry
eaten.
ice. So here's my dumb dad moment.
Okay.
Fresh from about 40 minutes ago.
Ooh.
I've got 2 sons, one in 5th grade and one finishing his last year of kindergarten before 1st grade.
Great.
5th grade here in Norway starts to get serious.
Oh.
Same here, bud. More homework, more tests. I'm an English language advisor by profession, so I know a thing or two about language testing. My 5th grader has his very first national test in English coming up soon, and the school recently sent us a link to a practice test. It's Friday.
Okay.
He comes home from school,
Yep.
wet, tired, grumpy. I don't really understand the wet part, but hey, I don't live in Norway.
It's either rainy or he's sweaty from running around.
And what do? I sit him straight down and say, son, you've got this national test coming up. Let's try the practice test right now. I grab his iPad, I pull up the link, and off we go.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Without even finishing this, I feel like I know what's going to happen. Do you know? What, you going to guess?
No, let's see.
So there he is, working through 25 reading and listening questions while I hover over his shoulder, nudging him when he drifts, pointing things out, clarifying. He finishes with a perfect score. Great, right?
Yes.
Well,
No.
not really.
You're supposed to get them all wrong.
Because then I launch into 2 very important lessons. 1, always read the options and then the question first before you start listening or reading so you know what to look for. Number 2, always do a trial test so you're mentally prepared for the format.
I'm still wrapping my head around the first part. Okay.
Yeah. It's not for you.
Okay.
And I ask him to repeat them back to me. He remembers one, but not the other.
Okay.
So, of course, I say, well, that's 50% of the test. Yep. So instead of building confidence, I managed to pile on more stress, performance anxiety, and the sense that Dad is way too invested in this test. Exactly the opposite of what I wanted. Anyway, that's my dumb dad moment. Thanks for the last every week, and have a great weekend. Best from Norway, Daniel. I really thought he was going to say that he submitted it with like the nudging and helping, and it was like, oh, that was the real test. And I nudged him into getting 100%.
No, but I think we're all guilty of that, Daniel. I love it. Thank you for submitting.
Thank you, Daniel.
I think we're all guilty of doing that. We get excited. You get excited for your kids to do almost really anything. But as they get older, and it's like listen, they stack blocks as a kid. And it's exciting.
Yep.
But it's only it's like there's a feigned excitement. You're happy that they're somewhat dexterous.
Yeah.
But
yeah, sure.
once they start doing stuff and like, you learn that? Oh, that's cool. Then you get excited. Then it's like, oh, can I push you? Then you get too excited. So we've been there.
It's too excited, and then the pressure comes in, and then they get nervous, and they get performance anxiety, and then you're like, oh man, parenting is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, there's a great line from it's a throwaway joke in Role Models when one of the main characters they're playing that LARPing, live action role playing.
Yeah,
they have like foam swords in the park, and the son comes in second place.
Yep,
and it was very. Like end of the movie, very climactic moment, and the mom just walks up. She's like, "Oh my God, that was so fun! Second place makes you kind of hungry for the gold, huh?" Sorry, we're very proud. I was like, "That's perfect. That's exactly right. That's exactly what we do."
It's 100%. Like you project what your thoughts are, and that's not the right thing to do, and it's so hard not to not do that.
It's so hard not to, but it's also fun to. It's fun when they listen and like go for it. But you should, guys, don't push your kids. But if you nudge them, nudge them, guys, nudge them forward, and then a couple more nudges, and then just keep nudging until you win.
Just nudge until they're like, I can't. Where's mom?
But that
holds me when I'm nervous.
Stop nudging me. I have bruises. Keep nudging the same spot. I think that's where we'll leave it this week. Thanks to everybody for listening. Thanks to @Verdú on SoundCloud for the music. Thanks to my wonderful wife, Annie, for editing this podcast. As I said, we're at The Dumb Dads across all platforms. You can watch full episodes of this podcast on YouTube, and you can rate and review this podcast on all podcasts, but please do so on Apple and write a review, and we can read it on this very pod itself. Thank you so much for listening. Evan, you got a joke to take us out?
I do. Ready?
Yes.
Why was the computer late for school?
Why was the computer late for school?
Yeah. It's right there for you. It's actually right in there for you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What? It was in a net?
Had a hard drive.
Just leave earlier. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the world, little one. Welcome to life.
How do I stop this